Hey, everybody. This is Scott from AI Curator. I wanted to talk to you today about my AI job search system that I developed about 4 weeks ago. This thing has been working fantastic for me. I've had 5 job interviews from 5 separate companies. I have 2 more job interviews this week that from the same company. So that I'm in the second round. I just feel it's going to lead to an offer letter. But I wanted to talk to you today about how it actually works and what the outputs look like, and we'll go through that today. And if you wait till the end, I got a little bit of a surprise for you that is free. So, anyway, I'm here in Claude, and this will work in any LLM. I'm here in Claude in my project called Resume. In the Resume project, I have my core resume plus the rules that the LLM has to follow. So you want to paste one job description per chat in this project. So I pasted this actual job description. I changed the name of the company because I actually applied for this job and have an interview this week, which is just fantastic. So it automatically runs the gap analysis. Now, the gap analysis is anything that's in the job description that's a requirement. It measures it against your resume, your core resume, and tells you whether you met it or if you missed it. And and there's in between partial mate, then not at all. But once it gets down here, you'll see a skip hold threshold. That's how many hard requirements that may be absent or lacking. Then it'll run a match score on every aspect of what the important key points are in the job description. This is where it'll stop and ask you, do you want to generate it? Now, you know, this is where, yes, I want to generate it, obviously, with this score. But mine is set at 7.5. You can decide here whether you want, if it's worth, if the gaps are too big, do you really want to go with it? But anyway, you push generate resume. And once it generates the resume, which takes roughly about a minute, right around a minute, it generates this. You have the professional summary, the core competencies, professional experience, plus your education or any other relevant information. Now, this is the actual resume that it generated from my core. Now, when you look at this, it just directly aligns with the job description that's in here. And any application tracking software will pick up on any of the keywords to really pull your application out. So also in this, there's also most companies want a cover letter. Well, in the same command center, that's what I call it. This is your command center for this particular job. It'll ask you, do you want a cover letter? Yes, I want a cover letter. So the next thing is the cover letter is generated. This is what a cover letter looks like. It's very professional. It's tailored to this job description. You also want to read this because you never know. Even though they're not allowed, the LLM's not allowed to put anything false or anything else. But if you're going to cover a gap in here, you want to make sure you can defend it in an interview. So you don't want to push the boundaries too far on this. So, and then what else can you do in here? Well, say you get an interview, right? What's the next step? Oh, let's generate some interview prep. So when the interview prep comes up, you look at it, look at this interview prep that's designed from this actual job description. It gives you the snapshot of the role, what you matched. And if you didn't match something, it's going to address it in here, the key talking points. Then it comes down and it'll actually generate some likely questions in the interview questions. This is so fantastic, and it's all generated because of this company and the job description. Well, sometimes the people in the company want you to do a 30, 60, 90. Come back into your command center and ask it for a 30, 60, 90. And it'll spit out this 30, 60, 90. And in sales, this is for me as sales, channel sales, a lot of the 30, 60, 90, the overhead is just, listen and learn, build and engage, drive and scale. Those are the three core 30, 60, 90s. But then it tailors it to this job description in this company. And this is so, so fantastic. And you're doing it all in this one command center, this chat. That's where it's at. What? And then there's some folks that say, what else can I do in here? What else is there? Well, you can do your company research here. You can do research their solution, their product, there are systems, whatever it may be, whatever job you're applying for, you can do your research here, and it will pull in all relevant information to this particular company, all in one chat. This is so clean. The layout is perfect. So I think this would work for everyone. No, I know it would work for everyone. One thing I wanted to do here was also give you something. So here I have developed an actual HTML that anybody can use. There's no preloaded information in here. You just fill it out. Like in the header, it's your first name, your phone number, your email, city, your LinkedIn URL if you have one. Then you create an executive summary, which this is how it actually just, for me, is you want to create an executive summary, but you also want to bounce that back off an LLM to clean it up, make sure that it reads very well. Then you have your core competencies. It'll actually pull in your table for your core competencies, your experience, your education, any recognitions or certs, if you published anything, then final review, and it'll generate your resume. And this is what it generates. Now, this one was from the project, but this is how this HTML generates a resume. And it can work for anyone. It can work for anyone. But I wanted to thank everybody today. I appreciate you listening. I know it's a little long-winded, but I think this is important if you're searching for a job. And reach out to me. Reach out and get this off my website or off of Amazon. Just go ahead and try it. I mean, this will work. It will work. Well, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe.